Hello guys, welcome to our fifth lecture of Cursor AI for advanced users, and in this video we'll talk about how we can debug and fix issues using Cursor AI. Okay, so we have been building our BlockForge app so far, and we have been able to get up a basic version of the app up and running. Now it's time that we start doing some debugging and also make the app similar to how we have designed it during our illustration with the Xcali draw. Okay, so let's start. So the first thing, let's discuss what we'll discuss in this video. We'll understand like how debugging, instead of doing this trial and error method at how we used to do manually earlier, now with Cursor it has become more as a conversation. Okay, we'll fix our auth callback. So as you remember, we have integrated our Google API key, but when we were logging in with Google, it was kind of redirecting us to a URL, which was kind of showing us that, hey, this URL is not available. We'll fix that. We'll do some UI fixes. We wanted a fixed left sidebar, which was not there. We wanted a Navbar to have some items, which was not there, and we'll fix those with Cursor and just as a conversation with the Cursor. Okay, I'll also show you a demonstration of project rules that we have been discussing in our previous lecture, and how we can make use of that to work with Cursor. Okay, so let's move ahead. So debugging as a conversation, earlier the traditional debugging used to be like we used to do manual search for a function and all those things, and then search for trial error. In Cursor, everything actually starts with a conversation, right? You do some, you write some text to Cursor explaining like what you want to do, and Cursor kinds of figure out like how it wants to fix that. We share logs, screenshots, and systems with the Cursor, and it tries to figure out like how it can fix the error. The AI explains, hypothesizes, and proposes fixes to us interactively while we are doing the conversation. The AI does these things for us. Okay, and this is a quick diagram of if we see an error, we provide the context of the error to Cursor. The AI tries to diagnose the error and suggest different fixes for us. Okay, now let's move ahead. Let's fix some issues. So the first is Google Auth callback. Okay, so if you don't remember, let me quickly run the app for you. So I'm just gonna say let's run the app, right? So it's gonna run the app for me. Let's quickly see if it is able to do that. Okay, so this is the command it wants to run, and we'll say run it. And once it starts running, we will see that on port 5000 our app is still running. Okay, so let me quickly copy this. Let's enter our URL here and let's run this. Okay, so this is the app that we had, and when we do signing with Google, and after doing this, so we have integrated a Google API key as well. So once we click on here, and we'll say yes, fine. We'll say continue. Now we are redirected to this page, right? And this is the problem. So what we're going to say is we're going to copy this, and we are going to say that we are going to pass the screenshot to the Cursor, and we are going to say, let's remove this, and we have the image here, right, as a context. So we are going to say I am getting this error while logging in with Google. Can you please check and fix it? Right, so we are just providing the image that we are getting while logging in and the error that we are getting in. I'm probably guessing that the callback URL that we have here, auth Google callback, this URL is something that we have not configured inside the Cursor. So I think Cursor needs to fix that. So let's see what Cursor does for us. So I think Cursor has figured out very quickly, like let me inspect the current Google OAuth route to identify mismatches with the redirect URI and fix them. So I think it is going in the right direction. Okay. Okay, so Google has seen that support both auth callback and auth Google callback to avoid mismatch. So I'm going to just say keep it, and I'm just going to see for all of them, just keep it. And these are different callback, Google callback and callback. And does it also go from auth callback to this one? We'll see later on once the app starts running. Okay. So I'm guessing this route Google callback is kind of appended with auth and auth because we are in the auth routes.py file. So I'm guessing so it will work fine. So anyways, let's just run the app, and we should not be bothered about this one. We should let Cursor fix this for us. Okay. Okay, so after fixing the URL, let's try to run the app again. So I'm going to go back to Cursor and say let's kill the app and run it run it again. Okay, so I'm just gonna say cursor, hey, kill the app and run it again, and let's see what happens. Okay, so now the app is running. We can go back, refresh this, and do signing with Google. And let's click on here. And now we are properly redirected to our dashboard, and I think the user is proper logged in as well. Right, so this is now done, this part. Now what I'm going to say is on the top bar we want to make some fixes. So let's go back to our notes. Here we'll take some UI inspiration from Dribble actually. Right, so this UI doesn't looks very good to me. I wanted this left sidebar to be pushed to the entire this, and then these things kind of spread more evenly. So we're going to go to Dribble and look for some proper design inspiration. Okay, so I'm just going to say app with left sidebar and navbar. I already searched this, so let me just do that. Something with proper left sidebar and navbar. And then I liked one design which was this. Right, so I'm going to just take a screenshot of this, and I'm going to say to cursor that use this design as, let me cross the other, so I have the image here, right? I have the image here. I'm going to say let's design, or actually please modify the colors and navbar and left sidebar according to the styles shown in the image. Okay, so this is a big request, so I'm going to make that, and I'm going to say don't make any change in the logic of the app we have built so far. Only change the color and all those things, and don't change the logic of the app we have built so far. Okay, so this is what I'm going to say, and let's see what cursor does for us in changing the UI part of this. So looks like all the changes are done. So let's quickly run this app again, and let me just say it here only. Kill the app and run it again. So yes, let's run it again, and looks like the app is running. And let's go back and let's refresh this now. And yes, this looks very good, right? This looks really neat. We have the profile here, we have the overview, my post, and this design looks much better. Okay, so this is all. Now let's talk about what are the things we want on the left side of our this one. So we're gonna say is, let's go back to our notes. On the left one we want my blogs, drafts, feed, and create a new blog. So I want in this sequence, feed should be the first one. So this, in the design, the feed should be the first one, and then we want feed, and then my blogs, drafts, and then there should be an option to create a new blog. So let's do that. So we're gonna say in the left navbar, or actually we can write it here only, in the left navbar, add this buttons. First one is we're gonna say feed, then we're gonna say my blogs, then drafts, and then create a new blog. Right, so these are the buttons we want in the left side, left navbar, and let's press enter to see what cursor does for us. Okay, so looks like it is done. Let's go back and refresh this, and refresh this, and did it not make the change? updated navigation menu, not the navigation menu, what you wanted to be here, overview, my post. Oh, so wait, let me just say this to let's please kill the app and run it again. Yes, run this. Let's refresh now, and yes, we have this UI that we wanted. Okay, so our left sidebar is done. Our UI looks really good. We also have a new post button here as well. On the top, let's just quickly, feed is going to dashboard, feed is also going to dashboard. This profile should be a bit different, so this is fine for now. This notification is not needed, this is not needed, this is not needed. So we can just say that only keep the profile here and remove the other buttons. Okay, so let's go back and actually take a screenshot of this. So let me take this screenshot and go back to cursor, and this time we'll use the screenshot as an example. Okay, we'll remove the other parts and we'll say on the top navbar remove the or actually keep only the search and profile icon, remove the rest. Okay, so let's press enter here and let's see what cursor does now. So yes, cursor has modified the changes for us, so we're gonna just say keep all of them and we're gonna say kill the app and run it again. So it's running our app again. We go back and refresh this, and yes, the things are looking good. We can also ask cursor to remove this dialog which is not needed. All our things are free, so we're going to just say remove this thing as well. So I'm going to pass this screenshot and go back to cursor, pass this screenshot, remove the other ones, and we're going to say remove the bottom UI which is called get premium now banner sort of thing from the left sidebar. Okay, so this is how you actually provide a lot of images and references and context and logs to the cursor and kind of ask them to debug and fix the issues for you. Okay, so it will remove this banner from the bottom of the left sidebar, and we'll say keep it, and we'll just say okay, let's run the app again. Okay, we can kill the other ones, we don't need, right? So it will run it and it's running the app now, and let's go back and refresh it, and yes, this is gone now. Now the UI looks very neat. In the next video, we'll actually go about creating a new blog, our readme editor, preview, markdown preview editor, and then our drafts and feeds and all those things, right? On the feed, we want to show all the blogs that are published by others. On my blogs, it should show the blogs that I have. On the draft, it should show the posts that are draft in nature, and then create a new blog should allow us to create a new blog from here. Actually, we have this, so I think we already did this in previous video. So I'm just gonna say, let me check cursor for beginners course, and let's try doing some let's try adding some markdown here. So is it markdown? Yes, we can write markdown here. So I'm going to say cursor, and if I put multiple hashes, so it's not giving me a proper live preview, but actually let me check quickly. Online's markdown syntax. So let's see the basic syntax guide. So we can have something like this as well, or actually like this, right? So this should give us a heading. So it's actually not, right? This is not proper live preview. So okay, that is fine. So we're gonna fix these things in the next video and think about these things as well. Okay, I'll stop here. We'll meet you very soon. Bye.